All right, let's quickly understand how to write a band 7 essay without putting much efforts. Is that really possible? Yes. As long as you consider it easy, it actually becomes more easier. So first thing first, how you are basically evaluated, correct? See, anybody can write an essay, but only few can write and get that 7 and above. Correct. And whatever I'm telling you today is applicable for a band 7 essay, band 7.5 essay, not band 8 essay. Band 8 essay requires some other things, but yes, 7 and 7.5 is what a lot of people would need. First thing first, evaluation criteria. You are evaluated with respect to task response. What is your name? My friend's name? No, no, no. You tell your name. Task response is answering to the question. For whatever the question asked, have you answered it? That is task response. Coherence cohesion. How well have you narrated the essay? For example, how well am I narrating this class? Hey, everybody, let's quickly understand how to write a band-aid essay. Am I starting like that, or am I saying, this is how you write an essay, and I think I will now start explaining how to write this? No, I'm not doing that. I'm going in an order. Starting, I'm opening it. I'm, like trying to build the curiosity by saying, today we will see band 7 essay without putting much efforts. Thereby, I'm catching your attention. And then I talk about evaluation, and then I show how to write an essay. And then I show the mistakes. It is step by step, step by step, step by step. I'm opening up the things. That is coherence cohesion. Directly, I'm not coming to the point. I'm trying to gain your attention. That is the coherence cohesion. That is like a screenplay in the movie. What scene you're going to show in the beginning? What scene you're going to show now? What scene you're going to show later? What scene you're going to show 10 minutes later? What scene you will put in the climax? What background music you give? That is the narration. And this is the most crucial aspect to get 7 and above. Lexical resource. I'm telling you, not a priority. You got to trust me. Use these 10 words to get 7. No, you will not get 7 with those 10 words. But that person will get more money than you think he can because of the views that you guys watch in the YouTube. Correct? Lexical resource means vocabulary, not a priority. Grammar, yes, it is important. But what is the priority? Priority is task response for any question. And the screenplay we call the coherence question. So even if I don't use very good vocabulary, do I still get 7, 7.5? 100% is. 8 may not be possible, but for 7 and 7.5, band 7 or 7.5 is what we're talking about today. This is not a priority. This is, yes, you need grammar should be, or a basic grammar, but these two are very, very important. So for any questions? Akash, Anu, Jazz, Mahendran, Manpreet, Radhika, Sangeeta, any questions? All right. So now what we will do, we'll understand the coherence cohesion part, lexical resource part, grammar part, task response. I have the question ready. Using the question, I'll show you later. Okay. So every essay has a structure. Structure, the one structure that you see from outside. Let's say a person is standing. This is the person standing here. How the essay is looking from 1 kilometer distance? Essay has one structure in the top, then it has one more paragraph, one more paragraph, one more paragraph. That is outer structure. Intro, body 1, body 2, conclusion. If you want, you can add body 3, body 4. Body 4 is not required. Usually body 3 will sometimes come. We will see. Dopey, sorry. Okay. So this intro and conclusion are constant. Body 1 and body 2 is also constant. This body 3 sometimes comes, sometimes doesn't come. So intro is where you tell the examiner that this is what the essay contains. So it's like, let's say a person who is reading your essay doesn't have much time to go through the entire essay. The person will just read intro to understand what you basically talking about. He reads conclusion to understand what is present in body 1, body 2, body 3. That is intro and conclusion. Body 1, body 2, body 3 is where the actual subject is hidden. This is an outer structure. It could be a 4-paragraph structure, meaning intro, body 1, body 2, conclusion, or a 5-paragraph structure, meaning intro, body 1, body 2, body 3, conclusion. This is an outer structure, but that means you're watching the essay from a distance. You're here. The essay is here. Oh, from outside, the essay looks like this. From outside, the house looks like this. Wow, nice paint. There's a balcony, looks like, but how is it inside? That is inner structure. This inner structure comes for body 1 or body 2. This things, the center part, how that looks like. So for example, body 1 or body 2 or body 3, all three follow the same inner structure. Main idea, the first line gonna be the main idea, second line gonna be the supporting idea. This is very, very important. These are all the coherence cohesion points. Then third line gonna be the example, and then comes conclusion. So this main idea gonna be just one sentence, one simple sentence. Supporting idea gonna be 1 or 2 sentences. They're gonna be 2 full stops, not 1, remember. And example gonna be 2 or 3 sentences. They're gonna be 2 full stops or 3 full stops, remember. And conclusion, 1 sentence. So total how many sentences over for the body 1 or body 2, body 3? Quickly, anybody? You can click on the chat option on the bottom right and tell me total how many sentences over for the entire body 1 paragraph. 4 to 5 sentences. No, this itself is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 1. 5 to 6 or 5 to 7. Yes, 6 to 7. Yes, this is what one paragraph consists of. Not the intro. Intro is 2-3 lines. Conclusion is hardly 2 lines. This is the guide. Body 3 will not be there for every paragraph, for every question rather. It's body 2 and body 1. This is what is the inner structure. The same way it comes for body 2, the same way it comes for body 3. Now there is a point. It is not just about theory. I got it. First line I'll write main idea. Second line I'll write supporting idea. Third line, fourth line, fifth line I'll write examples. But whatever you write, there should be a protocol that should be followed. Let's say first line talks about I want to drink apple juice. That's the question. What you should do to drink apple juice? First thing is I need to go to market to get apple. This is going to a market. There's a market. Here's some apple. Apples are there. First line says you need to go to a market to get apple. Supporting idea. If you go to this particular market, you don't get good ripe apples. Rather, you need to go to the other market where you get good. That is supporting idea, means continuation of the sentence. Here, simply writing supporting idea doesn't make sense. Whatever you write, it should continue the previous line. That means you're asking this person, don't go here. You take this turn and come to this shop wherein you get good apples for cheaper price. Example. If at all you buy the apple from this shop, next day cold, fever, everything will contract. However, you buy from this shop, you will really enjoy the apple juice. That's an example. See, throughout the thing, it's very easy example, but one thing you need to understand. Did I talk about mango? This guy sells mango also, man. This guy sells mango, jackfruit, papaya, that, this. I am not talking about it. I may have the, the eagerness to have a mixed fruit juice. Chiku, the sapota I want to drink. Sapota juice, but I'm not showing it. I only talk about apple in the first line. I'm continuing apple, continuing only about apple. That means this is like a main idea group. This is apple group. So now whatever the things that you write as supporting points, example, should fall within this only. This is mango. You cannot talk about mango in the apple area. Something of that. This is where people go wrong. First line talks about one thing. Second line talks about something else. Third line talks about Mars. Fourth line talks about rocket. First line is apple. This is what people write. So it's all about awareness. So whatever you write in the main idea, second line supporting idea should talk about the main idea. Example, whatever the 2-3 sentences you write, same thing in the main idea, supporting idea, what you wrote, it should be an extension of it in a nutshell. The main idea is the top level idea. Means when you talk about it, people will not understand much. It's like you're standing on the 11th floor of the building. Supporting idea is like you leave some more trailer. People will ask, I'm not understanding much. Can you go a little bit deeper? Then you come to 5th floor. And that is what supporting idea is. This is the line. Then people will say, I'm not understanding even further. I need more clarity. Then you're like, Okay, wait, I'll come to basement. -2, -3. This is an example, means you go into more specifics and write down the example so that a dumb person would understand better. Remember, examiners will read thinking they are kids. They will not have any source of knowledge here. In that way, they read. So whatever you write, you need to specify everything. It's like feeding the data to a kid. I'll show an example. But so far, any doubts? Any doubts? So this is what an entire essay looks like. Seems easy. If you understand them, it actually seems easy. Okay, so I've got you templates already, each and everything. It's inside the template folder in the writing folder. Have a look at it. Intro and conclusion, just follow the template. Now the supporting idea, main idea things, right? Second paragraph, let's say, firstly. After firstly line, this is because that's supporting idea. This can go 1 or 2 sentences. Then, for example, this can go 2 or 3 sentences. Then, therefore, this is the structure that we use. This is the template. Sometimes this firstly, next para it will be third, secondly, or on one hand, next para on the other hand. Those things will be changed. This is because will be changed to this means, this implies, this is due to the fact that, this refers to the fact that anything you can replace. For example, you can have for example only in the third para, or you can have for instance, therefore can be hence. So anything is fine, but maintain the same main idea, supporting idea, example, conclusion. Shub, I didn't understand. So Meman, is it one slide means not understanding? This is one para. This entire thing is one body paragraph 1 or one body paragraph 2 or one body paragraph 3. I'll give you more hints on what it is. So in a nutshell, this is what the entire essay writing looks like. That's okay. So I could have joined a little earlier. You can check the recording later. So now we understood the evaluation about task response, coherence quotient. What is lexical resource? Some people say avoid using a synonym, but we have avoid using the same words, use a synonym. Let's say in the question is, let's say, fruit juices are very good for health, blah, 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 blah. Now we're writing an essay. Don't write fruit juice. Probably you can say drinks made from fruit. That's a synonym. So that is lexical resource. No. What exactly lexical resource? In the YouTube, people tell like this, what exactly lexical resource is using the apt words. Whatever the word that fits in, you use it. Don't simply go to Google synonym of this word and put that synonym. It doesn't work that way. So write whatever you know. Don't have to use extra brain here. We have already experimented by retaining the same words from the question. Still, we have got 7 and 7.5. So for 7 and 7.5, don't have to worry much. As long as you write decently with some formal words, it's all right. Don't use informal words. Slang and all don't use. Come on. The buddy of mine, don't avoid using them. As long as you stick to some formal usage, should be fine. You should be able to get. Grammar is all about using simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, and basic grammar stuff. There should not be basic error. Like if you have a normal, like decent English should be fine. You need to have a mixture of simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence. So what is the simple sentence? My name is Nakul. What is compound sentence? My name is Nakul and I am from India. This is compound sentence. Compounding addition, compound interest. Simple sentence, add a connector and, comma, and. You can have and, it's called fanboys, Fanboys. Write it down. For, and, nor, but, or, at. So any one of these you can use, it acts as a connector. If you make use of any of this, it becomes a compound sentence. What's a complex sentence? There are words which create dependency. If I go to hotel, can I put a full stop? It's a comma. If I do this, if I go to hotel, I will be happy. Since I went to hotel, I was happy. Though I went to hotel, I was not happy. So basically what we're doing, we are starting the sentence. You can swap it. I will be happy if I go to hotel. I was happy since I went to hotel. I wasn't happy though I went. You can swap it also. But the idea for complex sentence is using this if, since, though, despite, although, when, whenever, wherever, because. All these are subordinate conjunctions we call. And when you use them, it becomes a complex sentence. You can also use relative clauses like which. Nakul went to a hotel yesterday, which was really good. Nakul went to a hotel yesterday, full stop. It was really good. Guys, pay more attention. He went to a hotel yesterday, first sentence. It was really good. Two sentences are there. Now you can write a compound sentence by adding, he went to a hotel yesterday and it was really good. Or you can make it a complex sentence. As he went to a hotel yesterday, he felt good. Or you can have one more complex sentence. Pay more attention. He went to a hotel yesterday. Listen, look at this, which was really good. This is also complex sentence. So compounding is easy. Use any of those fanboys, F, E, N, P, O, Y, S. Use and man, that's okay. Complex can happen in any way, if, since, though, despite, although, because, or you can use which, that. Getting it? So this way, you can actually use complex sentence. So why did I explain these many things? Because grammar is all about having a mixture of simple, compound, complex sentence. See here, I've written simple sentence. First line, main idea, wherein you introduce an idea, that is very, very powerful sentence. Don't write a big sentence and having the important thing somewhere in the middle. It is lost in the middle of a ocean. Correct? Simple sentence. First line always use the right ideas and write a very small sentence, up to the point, so that you catch the attention of the examiner. Supporting idea and example, you can have a mix of simple, compound and complex, compound and complex. So this is grammar. Getting it? So now we are left with task response. We'll understand more about task response. Now I got a very nice essay. I don't think the person is here. The person who wrote this is here, is it? I don't think so. Her name was different. She has written first essay. This is the second essay. Wonderful essay. If I were there, I would have given 8. I think Kanchan ma'am reviewed it. She would have given 7. So let's review her essay. Her or is, I'm not sure. I just flicked it from the Gmail. So this is the question. Let's read it carefully. Don't read this one. Wait. Just read the question. Take your time. A very simple question. Correct? Nowadays, that means that talking in a current scenario, you cannot write old scenario, right? Marks gone. So this is the subtlety, the fineness involved in a task response. 99% of the people assume they have written all perfect. They wouldn't even read the question. And they say, I read everything wrote correctly. Nowadays, they would have forgotten to explain the current scenario. They would have given example of 19th century. How marks will come? Every word is important when you read a question. That's a reading skill. Nowadays, that means you switch. There is a switch. Right now, the switch is in 1980 mode. You turn it on, it becomes 2023 mode. 2023 mode, you should turn it on. Nowadays, recent days, 2020, 2023, this is what they're talking about, or basically 21st century. More people, not some people, more. Every word you give preference. Watch sport on TV. Okay, I have a big screen here. I like to watch the football or the cricket. Sport, get a sport. Only here. I don't rather go out and play rather than playing outside. If this is the case, is this a positive or a negative? You want chocolate or ice cream? Okay. What do you guys want? Chocolate or ice cream? Anybody? Akash? Anu? Jazz? Mahendra? Manpreet? I have one more question to come, so I'm asking this. You guys want chocolate or ice cream? Sangeeta? Radhika? Someone type, no? Shobha? Akash says ice cream. Mahendra says ice cream. Manpreet says ice cream. Okay, let's say you're walking here. This, you represent this person. You're walking on the road. On your left, there is $1 note. On your right, $100 note. Let's say $100 note is there. Which one would you pick? Answer space, quick. It's okay, mental. I'll not judge your greediness. 100, 100, 100. Akash says $100. Manpreet says 100. Of course, Nakul. Why will I pick $1? But let's say you don't have money. You are in a shop and want to buy a souvenir which costs you $101. You don't have money and you are in the situation. Which note would you buy? You are at a gift shop. You want to buy that. But you want $101. You want $101. You don't have any money and you walking here $1 here, $100 here. Which one you pick? You pick both. Isn't it? You pick both. The idea is when the question is, do you want ice cream or chocolate? When they themselves tell you this or that, you can choose only one. But they tell you, which one do you want to pick? What is your opinion? You can take whatever side you want. You can take both the sides. Guys, getting it? Anyone didn't understand? Let me know. For this scenario, I did not ask you. You can take $1 or $100. Which one you take? No. I said which one you take. If the question is which one you take, which side you take, I take both the sides. If the question is it a positive or a negative? Any one only you can say. You cannot say. It is both positive and negative development. Sometimes it is positive. In some scenario, it is negative. No, you cannot do that. Getting it? So this is a question. Now, an entire paragraph should talk about is it a positive or negative development. So basically how the structure goes, it's a 4-para structure where in intro, you talk about your viewpoint. It is a positive development, or you can say it is a negative. Now, whatever the thing that you talk about in the intro, the same thing should continue throughout the essay. Let's say you talked about negative development. Body 1, you talk about why it is negative development. For this, write one main idea, supporting idea, example, conclusion. Body 2, why you think it is negative development. Positive, you don't have to say it's or agree or disagree, positive or negative. Here if you say positive development in the intro, body 1 also positive development, body 2 also positive development. There is no question of negative development in the entire essay. On the other hand, if you choose negative development as the intro, then body 1 also negative development, body 2 also negative development. Is getting it? Yes, Akash. That's it. So now we will see how this person has written. She has written very nicely. No. Okay, I've got it. Okay. Okay, let's read this step by step and then I'll pause. I'll make you guys write for the next question. Have the question ready in just a while. We will start. Let's understand and evaluate this essay. Recently, nowadays, an increasing number of people, more people, prefer to watch sports on television instead of playing it. Watch sport on TV rather than playing it. Just a synonym being used. She has not or he has not used much of the brain. That's how you do the first para. You'll not think much. Is it a positive development? This essay agrees. Viewpoint, my view is that, or disagree, agrees that this has a negative development because people may experience health issues and less social interaction. This is her main idea for the body 1. This is her main idea for the body 2. Should I write this main idea and all in the introduction? Not required. You can just agree that this is a negative development. You can just remove this as well. No problem. If I were there, I would have written this way only. But it's okay. Everyone has a different style. Let's not remove it. She has written nicely, crisp and concise and clear. Now, health issues only she has to talk in the second paragraph. Less social interaction only she has to talk in the third paragraph. That's how it goes. We call it parallelism. Whatever you write first, you explain. Whatever you write second, you explain next. All right. To begin with, firstly, this is the main idea. I suggest people to use a simple sentence. To begin with, health problems are inevitable if one watches the television than playing it. I would have written that way. Simple sentence. This is also fine. If people watch sports on TV rather than playing it, then this may contribute to various health problems. Main idea. Why it causes health problem? Why? Anybody? So that is your supporting idea. Is getting it? I told you here. Simple sentence. Watching, very sorry, than playing causes health problem. Why? When we watch, probably we don't walk around much. Our physical involvement will be less. As a result, leads to obesity, blah, blah, blah. You got an example, huh? Yeah, let's say cricket, 50 over match, let's say 11, 10 hours, 8 to 10 hours. And if you're not playing it and just watching it, what is going to happen? That is what the structure of the essay looks like. Is getting it? Yes, Soha, that's correct. Yes, Manpreet. Yes, Akash. Yes, Manpreet, that's correct. Is getting it? That's a simple question. Okay, let's see the representation. This is the main idea done and dusted. Now let's see how the person is unfolding the next trailer. Teaser number 2. This is because watching sports on TV involves prolonged sitting for hours and no physical movement, which lead to multiple health issues. Pay more attention. The question is not about nowadays more people watch more sport on TV. That is not the question. Pay more attention. This is not the question. If this is the question, then so far the answer is perfect. Pay more attention, guys, please. Nowadays, more people watch sport on TV. Is it a negative development or full negative development? Because it contributes health problem, because prolonged sitting for hours, no physical movement, which can lead to blah, blah, blah. For example, many people watch cricket matches on TV for extended periods. This result in people having muscle weakness, blah, 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 affecting their health. Then it is perfect. But the question is, guys, pay more attention. Rather than playing it, if you underline these words, boss, rather than playing it also, you need to write about something. If at all you don't write this, zero. Task response gonna be zero. Question is, what is your name? Answer is your neighbor's friend name you are telling. Is getting it right. Question is, more people watch sport on TV rather than playing it. You have to prove, yes, if they would just watch and don't play, what is going to happen? So this so far it causes health issues, no physical movement. For example, now she has to talk about the same thing. Many people watch cricket matches on TV for extended periods. Simple sentence. This may result in people having this, and obesity. Affecting, this is the gerund, ing. This is also a complex sentence. Affecting their overall health. All perfect. She talked about health problems. She wrote about health problems. But the question is, rather than playing it as well. However, that is where she gained my recognition. Active participation in sport can provide opportunities for people to improve their physical fitness, strength, mobility, and maintenance. When she could have continued one more line, she's trying to be more concise. Concise means you explain a lot by writing in small sentences. She could have written one more line, but yes, this actually fits into the question rather than playing it. If they play, there is a chance of bodily movement, calorie burning, and lot many things. But if they don't, this is the problem. Perfect essay. written very nicely. Whatever is required is answered. Any doubts? Now the next line, less social interaction. For this also, she has to say, if they don't play, what is going to happen? They don't talk with people, become psychopath, distressed. They don't have much friends. But if they play, actually going to the field and play, they can make a lot of friends and lead a good life. Both the things you need to write. Let's see. To begin with, over now. Secondly, less social interaction. Another reason why watching sports on TV instead of playing them has negative impact. As a negative impact. If you don't use A, the negative impacts. Perfect. This is to say, see here, that's a linking word. Here it was, this is because. This is to say that by watching sports on television, individuals spend time in solitude, limiting their social interaction. On the other hand, I also would have written the same way here. Before, for example, I would have written, however, active participation would have caused them some bodily. I would have put this, however, this entire sentence here. Before, for example, which she has done it here. It's okay. Nevertheless, it's still a good essay. Involving in sports or involvement in sports is a better word, allows individuals to develop their social skills such as interaction with teammates, building relationships with people, and working in a team. For instance, in many cities, people organize and play cricket tournaments. Such events not only allow participants, not only allow such events allow, not allows, events allow participants to communicate and socialize with people, but also build bonds and coordinate in a team. However, without such events, probably she could have written little. Many are forced to lead a life in solitude just by watching the game on TV. She could have added it to add more clarity. But yes, whatever is required, she has written it nicely. What is 7.5? Easily this essay can score. If at all you're watching the recording, I forgot your name. Try to write a little bit more. Otherwise, you have a very good hold on the language. So now to conclude, whatever is written here, second and the third paragraph, whatever you have written. Second paragraph concluding one line, third paragraph summarizing one line. I believe that watching sports on television rather than actively participating is negative development because people encounter various health issues. That is what you told here. And less sociable relations as they spend time in isolation. That is what you told. Done and dusted essay is done. This is not at all important. This is not at all important. What is important? This. For this, how do you develop the ideas? It's all the narration. All right, 40 minutes over. Any doubts on anything, please let me know.